What a frustrating match as we never really got a full hand on the game, and Fulham, they claim a 2-2 draw at the carpet. My weekend does not start off well, my people. Let's get into it. Good morning, my peoples, and welcome back to the counterattack. Hope you and yours doing very, very well. This morning, we're up not too early today as Arsenal taking on the Fulham at the carpet. Another London derby, expecting to win this one. And I looked at the lineup this morning, and oh boy, Arteta, chopping and changing. Another master-brained idea from the Spanish manager as Leandro Trossard comes in at center forward, and at left back, not too unexpected, actually. Jakub Kiwior, he takes the left back position. Tomiyasu's injured. Zinchenko clearly not started from the start. Nketiah, though, on the bench. Bit of a surprise with that one. And honestly, Fulham have never beaten us at home in the Premier League, and I expect that to continue. I was feeling confident, my people, but oh boy, did that disappear almost immediately. 1 minute in, calamity strikes. Of course it does, my people. Every Arsenal mistake must be punished immediately and in the worst possible way. That's just how life is going to be. Oh boy, Thomas Partey and Saka, just some really poor communication at the back. Partey kind of just vacates his defensive position where he's meant to be receiving the ball. He steps into midfield. Saka doesn't really see it, passes the ball back, and oh my goodness, Andres Pereira gets in and shoots I think he tried to chip the ball, but he mishits it, and actually the mishit is a better shot than what he was trying to do. Of course it is, because this is Arsenal and we have the worst luck on the planet. 1-0 to Fulham. Oh my goodness. Honestly, we responded well to the goal. We were playing with urgency, playing very well out of the back right after the goal. But still, the goal did not come. Our first goal just did not come. Our defense, honestly, we looked off. Our technical leaders, Odegaard, Saka, and Saliba, they just looked like they could not control the ball. It looked like the first time they had seen the ball. We looked so uncomfortable, just trapping and passing and movement and just horseshoe passing, back and forth, so predictable. Honestly, Partey, White, they all looked a little bit confused at what they were seeing, trying to build up from the back. So frustrating. What a frustrating half. Complete with sloppy passing, sloppy shooting, poor shooting, and a lucky Fulham goal. And we go into halftime, 1-0 down. The rains have started, and I'm not feeling very confident at all. So the second half starts, and I'm expecting some type of change in attitude, a little bit more confidence on the ball, a little bit more surety, more incision. Get the ball to Martinelli, get the ball to Saka, especially Martinelli. I thought he was probably our best player in that first half, and Arteta, he rings the changes at halftime. Halftime change, Trossard, he was kind of holding his back as the first half ended, and I don't know if that's for the injury or tactical, but Nketiah comes on to start the second half, and the second half pretty much continues on as the first one. More sloppy passing, more horseshoe swing of the ball back and forth, little to no incision as Fulham dig in, and you just knew they were going to defend after they got that early goal. And Arteta rings in more changes. Here we go, my people. We go back to sort of our setup from last year. Zinchenko and Vieira come in for Partey, and Havertz just was not good enough. Probably more so from Partey there. And we need a goal. We need a goal ASAP. After the second set of substitutions, you could see that we looked a little bit more comfortable, a little bit more sure of the build-up out of the back. And oh boy, on 70th minute, oh, finally, here comes our first goal. The subs have worked, and oh boy, Tete, what a terrible tackle he puts in on Vieira, completely takes him out. Stonewall penalty, and after several delays, our star boy Bukayo Saka, my man, number 7, slots it into the corner. 1-1. Let's go. Arsenal got one, and oh boy, 2 minutes later, we get our second, my people. 2-1 to the Arsenal, and the smile was back on my face. 72nd minute, oh my boy, Eddie Nketiah, he is in the house. And Vieira, Fabio Vieira, who's had a little bit of a stop-start beginning to his Arsenal career. He was on fire when he came onto the pitch today. Absolutely brilliant. We counter-press so well. Saka plays it to Vieira, who plays a long crossing pass into the path of Eddie Nketiah. You know what time it is, 2-1 Arsenal. After our second goal, we kind of fell back just a complete change in attitude. For most of the second half after those substitutes came on, we were really taking the game to Fulham. Zinchenko playing so well in that second half. But after our second goal, we fell back and did not like that at all. We dropped back in the final 10 minutes after the goal, but on the counter, Bassi, for some reason, decides to grab Nketiah, stops his progression, gets a second yellow card, and gets sent off. And at this point in time, I'm thinking, all right, we're up a man, we're up a goal. Let's just hold it on, bring on Jorginho, have him do his little, passing, the Jorginho protocol, and let's end the game. Let's run it out. All good, right? Nope, on 87 minutes, Fulham get their second and the equalizer, and it all comes from us just being too cute in our own half. Zinchenko gives away the ball, and Adama Traore, Mr. Vaseline Arms himself, gets a corner, and on the corner, we fail to mark Paulinho, and he slides it home 2-2. That's a bit of a gut punch, my people. We cannot be dropping points at home to teams like Fulham, and our sloppiness killed us. And that's kind of the way the game ended. 2-2, we dropped points. Not the greatest start to my weekend, my people. Really didn't like that. The sloppiness just from minute 1 until the very end. Both of the Fulham goals, they were a bit fortunate to get into those positions. I don't think Fulham played that well at all. They kind of sat back after their first lucky goal, and the second one, it's off a set piece. Sloppiness killed us today. So very sloppy, very disappointing. It's still early doors. We're only 3 games in, but this does not feel good. Thank you for sticking with me, my people. Please slap that like button, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take care.